This video reports on a scam going around online for something called MemoPryl, and this is spelled MemoPryl. It is a bottle of supplements. It resembles other bottles of supplements that I've covered before. My name is Jordan Lyles. I'm a senior reporter for the fact-checking website Snopes.com. This is my personal YouTube channel where I work on nights and weekends to help consumers stay away from scams, smaller scams that don't get a lot of coverage. And I'm a real person. As you can see, I'm not an AI voice like you might find in other videos elsewhere here on YouTube. And I'm also probably covering this as one of the first people looking at the product. So MemoPryl supplements. If you're looking for MemoPryl reviews, something having to do with reversing Alzheimer's, dementia, memory loss, brain fog, this involves scam marketing. You may have also seen Bill Gates, something about reversing memory loss, reversing Alzheimer's, dementia, or a honey recipe. He has no involvement with that. That's a deepfake AI depiction. I've seen dozens, hundreds of products just like this one before, probably from the same people. They cycle through product names. They come with different scam marketing with deepfake AI depictions of famous people. In this case, it looks like it's going to be Anthony Hopkins and other people, famous doctors. In reality, it's all deepfake AI depictions, meaning manipulated lip movement with AI-generated audio. And so no one famous, no doctors, hospitals, universities, or famous people ever endorsed this product, MemoPryl, cognitive support formula. And I will show you a video that I saw. You maybe saw it too. I'm going to show you this page as well. This is a page I landed on from a Facebook ad, meaning Meta, the parent company of Facebook, is profiting from the existence of this scam. They're accepting money for scam ads. They're just running the scam ads. Fraud is happening. And they're getting away with it because big tech companies in the US get away with things like that. They aren't held to, any sort of normal standard that you and I would be held to because they're big tech companies. And there are thousands and thousands of these ads running at all times. Billions and billions and billions of ads going everywhere impression-wise in terms of impressions. So, MemoPryl. This is a page that I saw. Talks about Harvard exposes evil proteins are devouring the memories of nearly every American over 50. And it has Anthony Hopkins here, supposedly on a show called Health Matters, but this is an AI-generated image. And you can just tell he's not a doctor. Why is he wearing that? It doesn't make any sense. And it talks about an evil protein. We're going to look at that video here in just 1 second. You go down here, it shows Steve Martin. And it shows a man with a honey recipe thing over a coffee cup. Steve Martin has nothing to do with this. Scammers are using his image and likeness, his voice, with AI to make it seem like he endorsed this, and he never did. No matter what you saw, no famous people ever endorsed any of this. And the promise of a honey recipe is something that's been going around for a long time. Scammers always promised, not always, maybe often, very often, promise a recipe at the beginning of their very, very long website videos that they'll show you. Maybe you come from an ad to a long video on a website, and it will have a recipe promised at the beginning of that video, whether it's honey or turmeric or any other pantry ingredient, kitchen item, whatever. And that is a marketing strategy designed to get you to keep watching their video because they keep saying, we're going to reveal a recipe to you with the ingredients in just a few minutes, and they never do. It always ends up being supplements at the end of the video. In this case, it's a bottle of supplements called MemoPryl. If you're looking for MemoPryl reviews, MemoPryl, don't order this. It's got scam marketing and no legit marketing. Looks like it's coming from Brazil, if I had to guess. Big surprise. So it says here you can see the whole interview, full interview, and it has fake reviews down here with some AI-generated images as well. So let's take a look at that interview. The interview appears on another website here, a scam website pretending to be CNN World. In a video, expert in brain health reveals evil protein is literally killing memory of 200 million Americans. And Bill Gates has no involvement with anything having to do with memory loss, Alzheimer's, dementia, in terms of a miracle product to reverse those conditions. So don't believe that if you saw that. All right, let's watch the video here.
My friend Robin Williams died because of Alzheimer's, and I thought I would be the next. When I started...
Robin Williams that's not what?
To forget daily things, like names or where I left my things. I thought it was part of aging, but my doctor claimed it wasn't. That's why you should never ignore the first signs, because just a few months after I noticed daily forgetfulness, I got lost on my way home.
Those are acting roles that he's doing. Why are they pretending those are like videos of him in the street becoming lost?
Thank God, today my memory is restored again, and I feel sharper than I was in my 30s.
I'm sorry you've been through that. So now you're recovered.
Yes.
How did you overcome such a dramatic situation?
Martin Short's not saying any of this either. Again, anyone famous you see here never said the words. It looks like they're saying it. Sounds like they're saying it's AI manipulating their lip movement and their vocals.
Well, I was told I was in the early stages of cognitive decline. Doctors warned me it would soon evolve to Alzheimer's. They gave me no hope of recovery. The only thing they did was prescribe medications like Aricept and Namenda. They only made me feel sedated and not myself. Yet the Alzheimer's symptoms just kept rotting my brain from the inside out. I really thought I was going to end up not even knowing who I was, like my friend Robin. But a common friend of ours has reached out to me. He lost his father to Alzheimer's a few years ago, and he invested millions on research to find something accessible and effective that could actually reverse memory loss.
That's amazing. May I ask who this friend was?
Bill Gates. Through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, they donated hundreds of millions of dollars to uncover something that doesn't rely on expensive drugs, something anyone can do at home without side effects and without spending much money.
So again, Bill Gates has no involvement. And this product, MemoPryl, MEMOPRYL, supports focus, optimized memory, improves mental clarity, supposedly a cognitive support formula, supplements product. No matter where you find this, no matter where you find any supposed pills online, with marketing like this, claiming that they can reverse Alzheimer's, dementia, memory loss, brain fog, do not believe it. Go see a doctor. There are people out there who will do anything to try to talk you into giving away your money. And guess what? The money back guarantee that supposedly comes with products like these is not going to work because it goes through a scam funnel. They're trying to take your money. Might come with a subscription with recurring monthly fees, charges, which would not be a surprise. Scammers want to keep obtaining money from you over and over again until you figure out what's going on. And don't fall for this sort of a thing. I am not someone who's sitting here saying, I love big pharma and pharmaceutical companies. Everyone knows there are some problems with that whole arena, right? I am, however, saying this. There are scammers online trying to say, hey, Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about this pill that we have. Come and order it from us. And what are they doing? They're trying to emotionally manipulate you into getting your credit card out, giving it away, and losing a lot of money. And that the scammers are doing this to desperate people who want themselves or their family members or friends to be recovered and reversed, with Alzheimer's and dementia. And these pills, these supposed recipe promises with honey are not going to do it. These are lies manufactured to steal money from you so that the people behind all this who will not tell you who they truly are, the scammers who are hiding in Brazil, wherever, can profit. Even if that means hurting people, desperate people, families who have children, they don't care about, as long as they make their money, that's all that matters to them.
Through this research, they developed a simple at-home protocol that scientists describe as something that flushes out the rust that builds up in the brain and causes cognitive decline over the years. This so-called brain rust is cleared away using a natural 3-ingredient recipe.
There is no 3-ingredient recipe. This is the hook to get you to watch the entire video. They want to make you think, hey, if you just watch our whole hour-long video, you're going to get the recipe, and there will never be a recipe. Never.
Based on raw honey combined with 2 other super common and inexpensive ingredients. Thanks to this natural protocol.
That was like lime and honey and it's just stuff that's common. They want you to think that you have it in your pantry and you can do it right now. They're trying to emotionally manipulate you. Don't let the scammers win. If you did fall for this, call your credit card company and report fraud. And if they won't do anything for you, escalate it to a supervisor. Get the word out to these credit card companies that whoever the seller is of the product through this scam funnel is something that should be flagged for fraud and not allowed to be charged anymore.
Protocol. I got rid of everything that was clouding my mind. In fact, he made a full free video explaining how to do this easy protocol at home, and I'd like to ask you to roll at least a short clip of it so people at home can learn how to do it. Can we do that?
How could I say no? Of course. So if you or someone you love has been struggling with forgetfulness or even signs of Alzheimer's, please watch this video now. Production, roll the honey protocol.
This is now starting a video that's been running for months, so that what we just watched was somewhat new, not completely new. I've seen it before, but now they're going to an older video. So they've stitched two videos together. This is going to show Savannah Guthrie, not a good time scammers. Also Bill Gates, the files and all that. So not a good time to quote Charles Barkley about Jay-Z.
This is the Neuro Honey blend that's been helping Hollywood legends reverse memory loss and brain fog in just 21 days.
There is no Neuro Honey blend. They're about to show Samuel L. Jackson. He has nothing to do with this either. And they show Samuel L. Jackson here in a minute with a Florida Gators hat, except it says Gator or something. It doesn't have the right logo. And he's holding like a little honey mixture, drinking it. That's because the entire video, him, the honey mixture, the hat, everything, the backdrop is all AI. Watch this. I'm talking about the shot of him drinking the mixture after the shot of him outside.
Over 6.7 million Americans are currently taking prescription drugs like Aricept and Namenda, medications that cost thousands per year and come with devastating side effects. But now this natural protocol is becoming a phenomenon on social media.
This Neuro Honey blend is extraordinary. In just 2 weeks, I could remember my lines again without struggle. And by the end of 90 days, my mind was sharper than it had been in a decade. And no, these weren't those expensive brain drugs everyone talks about. As an actor who spent decades perfecting my craft, I would never risk my cognitive function on synthetic medications. It was all thanks to this ancient memory blend I take before breakfast and dinner. The transformation you're seeing on screen happened because of this natural protocol made with two simple ingredients that have been used for centuries. You can use it without worry. It's natural, free from side effects, and you don't have to give up your daily routine.
And so the video goes on, shows Chris Hemsworth and other people, and shows Bill Gates, and it's all just as scammy as it gets. It's all a scam. And, you know, I've not tried the product, but there's no parent company name that I can find. And if there is a parent company, okay, why isn't there legitimate marketing? Why is there only scam marketing? Just stay far away from stuff like this that makes miracle promises. I wish this stuff was real. I wish that we could have a cure for cancer, a cure for memory loss, a cure for everything. But right now, what we have are scammers trying to get your money. Don't let them win. Like, comment, subscribe. The join button is down below. Thank you for watching.